What do we mean by a nation? One people, one aspiration, one goal. May not necessarily be one language, but one identity. I can tell you for free, there is not even a northern identity now. There is an Hausa identity, there is a Yoruba identity, there is a Fulani identity, there is the Igbo identity. Look, we're not going to pretend about these issues. I think one of the things that Berlin Conference tried to do was to lump people up and force them to become one. And we have also seen in the nearly 100 and something years of that experiment that it's a difficult experiment to have. It is difficult for you to get the Hausa man to put Nigeria above his Hausa identity. It's difficult for you to get a Fulani man to put Nigeria above his Fulani identity. It's difficult for you to get an Igbo man to put Nigeria above his Igbo identity. I mean, there are a few people who are doing it, but the majority are tribal. Alright, so instead of trying unnecessarily to build a Fox identity that is not there, why don't you try to make it, okay, you are Hausa, be fair. Remain Yoruba, but the laws are there. Remain Igbo, but the laws are there. Alright, so you see it, for instance, in Switzerland. You see that Swiss cantonment system is as a result of mutual distrust. They have a rotational presidency that rotates every 6 months or thereabouts. And that's as a result of the cantonment or the states not trusting each other. And so where you have that people are not able to submit that their identity for it to be subsumed under a larger national identity, then what you can do is set the template for fairness. If an Igbo man is there, what is the limit of what you can do to others? If an Hausa man is there, what is the limit of what you can do to others? If a Yoruba man is there, what is the limit? Can we whittle down the powers of the office of the president? And that's what you see by the agitations for regionalism. Can we whittle down the power of the person there so that if an Hausa man is there, Yorubas can develop on their own without him? If a Yoruba man is there, Hausas can develop without him. If an Igbo man is there, other parts of Nigeria can find full development without waiting for the person at the center. But the problem with the construct of Nigeria is that you have a unitary system that consolidates power at the center, but there is no single identity. So now the whole power is in Abuja, but that power can now be made to favor the Fulanis. The whole power is in Abuja, but that power can be made to favor the Igbos. The whole power is in Abuja, but that power can be made to favor the Yorubas. And almost all the time, other people are grinding and gnashing their teeth at the corner. And when you have people in the same country gnashing their teeth at the corner, then it will not be for so long before that grinding of the teeth or gnashing of the teeth inside their house will become public manifestations of sometimes what you call insecurity. Now, if it is in the southeast, it can come in form of regional agitations for a different statehood. It can also come for agitations for Oduduwa Republic. And then in the north, it can come for a manifestation of the implementation of Sharia. Or sometimes it can manifest itself as Boko Haram. Sometimes it can manifest itself as banditry. Sometimes it can manifest itself as a supposed Fulani headspan issue. But these are people who are eating away at the power of the center. These are people who are challenging the authority of the center. So instead of having those violent armed confrontations, why don't we decentralize power to make it so much so that even if we have an Hausa president, the Yorubas feel confident of what they can achieve on their own, irrespective of what is happening in Abuja.